Good morning. So we're going to discuss the higher light spectrums that are coming into Earth today. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but it really has affected quite a few of us. And Susan, this goes out to you, my fellow sister healer. Okay. Intense light spectrums from higher dimensions are sent periodically to Earth to raise the planet's vibrational frequency to that of the fifth dimension. This is an integral part of the celestial plan for humanity's evolution. Who says this, you say? This is the book called The Light Shall Set You Free by Norma Milonovich and Dr. Shirley Cune. It was channeled. They are light workers for the Ascended Masters, and they do amazing work. This book is about the 12 universal laws. And we're reading in chapter 6 regarding the fifth dimension. So, this is an internal part of the celestial plan for humanity's evolution. These frequencies carry Earth's and humanity's blueprints for the future. These cycles of higher energies feed the ascension process because they assist the higher self to integrate into self, into our lower 8 bodies, including our physical body. The arcs of light, which contain new colors, connect to Earth's electromagnetic force fields and affect the electromagnetic frequencies of our brains. Coding from the universal language of light, described later in this chapter, is downloaded into our mental and emotional bodies, raising consciousness and preparing us to receive higher thought forms. When these intense periods of new light frequencies bombard the Earth, individuals are affected in many ways. Some people think they are sick and display flu symptoms, while others get irritable, restless, disoriented, and tired. Dizziness often occurs. Eyesight and sleep patterns also can be disturbed. In short, these periods, which have occurred 3 or 4 times each year in the past, have been known to cause anxious and not so pleasant experiences for a few minutes or even days. Some individuals who receive transmissions from the Ascended Masters are told in advance when these energies bombardments will occur. This is helpful because it can relieve anxiety. With advance notice, individuals are better prepared to look upon such moments as precious opportunities for releasing old programming. Beforehand knowledge detailing when this intensified energies will hit the Earth aids in focusing energies on positive rather than negative creations. That's hot. Let's see, where are we? For example, when these periods are intense, instead of focusing on whether or not you may be getting seriously ill, individuals can focus their attention on meeting their own goals or caring for another person who needs their attention in some way. Each new wave of energy that enters the Earth plane lifts humanity's molecules into a heightened state of ascension. The higher kingdom of God slowly assimilates itself into the lower self, causing negativity to be released from consciousness. When higher dosages of energy flow to the Earth, they purge and cleanse lower negative energies lodged deeply within us. Cleansing is often an uncomfortable experience and occurs on 3 levels of memory: cellular, akashic record, genetic. Cellular memory includes all remembrances, good and bad, gathered in the present lifetime, beginning in the womb. We store every word, emotion, and experience in our cellular bodies, and these collective experiences assist us to become what we are. Akashic is a Sanskrit word meaning primary substance, or that of which all things are formed. That out of which all things are formed. In metaphysics, this often is referred to as the universal mind, or the source of all events, occurrences, and knowledge. Akashic records for individuals are the unique libraries of data and events that each has experienced in all previous lifetimes. Every thought, word, and deed is stored in the Akashic records, but usually only the most significant data are carried forward into a new lifetime. Genetic memory constitutes knowledge and experience passed down from generations and ancestors. We store these experiences in our DNA. When we collect loving, warm, and supportive experiences, we store this higher energy in our memory banks. This energy keeps our internal systems flowing smoothly and harmoniously. Lessons are learned, allowing love to prevail. When we collect painful, frustrating, and traumatic experiences, these negative energies get lodged somewhere in our bodies. Over the years, these lower energies cause us to move from harmony into which we are born to a state of disharmony or being out of ease. Consequently, dis-ease results. Mental and emotional problems also appear. When the higher spectrums of light bombard Earth, they force the lower negative energies stored within us from the cellular Akashic record and genetic remembrances to flow through our mental, emotional, and physical bodies. When these energies push through our lower bodies, many of us experience depression or mental problems or believe we have physical illnesses because of the symptoms we are experiencing. These periods can last for days or even weeks, depending on the amount of memory that is being released. Over prolonged periods, some people go to doctors desperate for help. Often, their physicians find no plausible reason for the pains or emotional discomfort. In these instances, it is commonplace to have medical tests come back negative. Consequently, both patient and doctor are baffled. The office visit, however, serves two purposes. It relieves the mind that the individual does not have a serious condition, and it relieves the pocketbook of precious savings. How often do you experience a similar situation? These occurrences are very common today, but unfortunately, most individuals do not understand that these emotional and physical pains are only memories of past lives, traumas, or illness, pushing through the lower 8 bodies. In addition, most people on Earth today are not aware that there is a greater plan guiding Earth and humanity into the 5th dimension. And even fewer understand that the cleansing of negative remembrances from our bodies must occur before we can enter the higher dimensions. Perhaps this book will serve to enlighten those who are still in the dark. During the times when higher spectrums of light bombard Earth, emotional issues rise to the surface, especially between couples and acquaintances. Especially between couples and acquaintances. Did you get that? Issues long buried rise to the surface to be re-examined. These periods demand that we face all unresolved issues stored in our souls. Consequently, these issues form the agendas of events yet to come. These higher energies accelerate time and push the lower energies through us, causing all unfinished business to come around faster and faster. If lessons are not learned the first time, similar events attached to new faces and agendas come around 6 months later. The problem is that when the lessons are not learned the first time, they appear 10 times more intense the next time. And if they are not learned the second time, they are magnified 10 times again. Get the picture? Anything that is unfinished must be experienced again and again until it's done right. This means that the choices we make to resolve a situation must be motivated out of unconditional love. Remember, the only key to freedom is through right behavior, discovered by the Buddha. The higher energy demands that issues be resolved through love, forgiveness, and understanding. These behaviors must be mastered before entry into the 5th dimension is allowed. Love, forgiveness, and understanding, or compassion, are high vibrations and change the force field around a person. Mastering these virtues influences all else that comes within these higher vibrations and slowly begins to change all behaviors that vibrate at a lower rate.